Hi guys, welcome to Root Stem, and this is going to be a very small 500 point battle report. Yay, finally! Between the Sisters of Battle and Genestealer Cult. Thank you guys very much for joining us. This is me trying to make do and play games in 2021 while we're currently in lockdown. So I'm having to play at my girlfriend's house where we're currently living, and we're having to use the table, the dining room table. We're not allowed to, can't get to the club to use the club table, so apologies if this looks small. If this is the first time you've seen, normally we play bigger games. I am unfortunately having to be hashtag new board size club, or whatever it's called, with the smaller tables. I don't know if I like the idea of having all these figures there on a smaller table, but that's what it's going to be. So basically, just to break down some terrain for you, we're going to count this as just standard like ruins. So that's basically ruins, that's going to be ruins, that's going to be ruins, that's going to be ruins. And we're going to count that as ruins as well, just because it just makes it easier to basically identify what that is. And then these little outcrops are just going to class these as trees, which should make it quite easy to follow the game and make it quite easy for us to be able to play it. My opponent today is going to be my lovely girlfriend Bev, because of course we can be in the same house, and I'm not breaking any laws to be able to do that. But you might find me telling her what to do every now and again, not tactics wise, but she will forget rules. But I'm going to take you quickly to some armies. I'm going to try and put some army lists on my website, so I'm going to try and put some web links up and try and get my website up and running quite quickly, quite soon. So I'll try and put some links up just so you can see what army list we're actually using. I think the Sisters of Battle, slightly more points than the Genestealer Cult. It was just easier. We're not playing for keeps. We're not playing tournament play. We're playing generics. So let's get into it. So here we have the 500 point Sisters of Battle. Unfortunately, they're not completely painted just yet. I'm in the final stages of putting some final touches to them. But we do have a Canoness. She has got an Inferno pistol, chainsword, and a Book of St. Lucian. She's also got a Warlord trait that I can't remember what it's called, but it allows you to +1 to your Shield of Faith saves. So basically she's going to have an aura of 9 inches due to a relic, +1 to Shield of Faith. That's going to be pretty good against some of these claws. Then we've got a Imagifier, I think. Bev's going to decide what ability that's going to have before the game starts. We've got a Pure Sisters of Battle, New Plastics. That's got a Sergeant with a chainsaw, with a power sword. Actually, I don't think I paint points for that. I think that's just going to be a sword or chainsword for this game. And then a bolter and a plasma gun. We've also got a converted, because I changed the flamer into a multi-melter. So a converted multi-melter and a melter gun. I know that might not be good against hordes, but it's just what the figures I've got, guys. 5 normal sisters. I know some of them got helmets, but back in the day you didn't really have sisters with helmets to denote that they were more battle hardened. If you can see what I'm trying to do with the bases, just trying to extend them out with some PDF little bits underneath. The lady with the blonde hair holding the grenade is going to be the squad sergeant. They're just a squad of 5, they're just basics. Then we've got another squad of 10. These guys have got a heavy bolter converted. We've got a flamer, and then we've also got a sergeant with a power sword and a bolt pistol in this squad. And then we've got a Dominion unit. So we've got 2 stone bolters and then 3 ladies with bolters at the back. The lady with the white hair will be the squad sergeant. That's it for those guys. And this is my 500 point Genestealer Cult. I don't think Genestealer Cult's having a good time at it lately, if I'm honest. They seem to be suffering quite a bit with some of the rules. But my HQ is a Primus, which I've got down there. And then effectively it's just 3 troop choices and some elites. So I've got the elite's choice is 6 Genestealers, pure strains. I've got 2 neophyte hybrid squads, pretty much identical, both 10 men. This one's blue shift with 2 cutters and of course sergeant with a lash whip and a bone sword. And then this unit here is green shift. They have 2 rock swords and then of course the same type of squad leader. And then behind them we've got red shift, which is just, I think they're called standard hybrids or neophyte hybrids. These have all got shotguns, 2 seismic cannons and 2 flamers. The sergeant has a power pick and a bolt pistol. So that should round it up. Doesn't sound like I've got a lot. I've not decided on my warlord trait just yet, but I will crack on with that now, to be honest. And then we'll get set up. We'll roll the mission, tell you what mission we're going to be doing, and then we'll crack on. Right, so we've rolled up for the objective. We've got encircle from the 40k rulebook, which basically means that we've got 4 objectives on the table. Standard objective rules 5, 10, 15, and then what we did is we randomly selected the objectives. So I think Bev has got first strike. She's got one where she has to get 2 units in my deployment zone. And I can't remember what your third one was, but I'll put it up on screen. Mine was engage on all fronts, thin the ranks, and slay the warlord. So I've got to pretty much try and kill quite a few of Bev's units there. Right, we'll get deployed and then we'll bring you to see who gets first turn. So I've deployed kind of just down the line. I'll be honest, this table is not very good if you're playing a horde army, this type of table. It's very, very small deployment though. Bev has simply just wedged pretty much everybody in this building here with this one squad with a cannoness out there. Now the cannoness does have an aura of 9 inches, so that squad should be protected, but the rest, I mean, she might move it out, but I have to kill the cannoness, so trying to make sure she's safe within other squads is going to be paramount. These guys, the Genestealers themselves, are actually in reserve. I've not put anybody else in reserve because, again, this is just more of a friendly game and I've got to get back into it myself. I've got to get used to it. So I thought I'd just record it, just put it out there to show what starting looks like. And hashtag new board. Oh. Right. Now we have to roll off to see who's going to get first turn. So we can't choose. Whoever actually gets the roll off is going first. So I've got a 2, I got a 5. I have to go first. Now this is not very good because Bev's got first strike, which means that if she does get kill quite a few of my units, it could be quite detrimental to me. Right, so in my turn, I've done quite a lot of running. These guys are taking maximum advantage of most of this terrain. She might be able to move to try and get some shots, but then of course these guys have fallen back from this particular position because that's just a fire base. I cannot comprehend where I'm going to have to try and swing around. These guys ran forward because I completely forgot that seismic cannons are not assault, they are heavy. So that was my mistake, but never mind. It means I am touching that objective, but there's a good chance she might be able to wipe a unit out on turn 1. I'm not going to be able to do anything on turn 1, but turn 2, hopefully some Genestealers in the form of these guys will turn up and we can get some dirty tactics. I did forget I need to get a command point, and we're basically going to be going, that's my turn 1, we're going to be going over to the sisters turn 1 now. So Bev's movement phase is probably going to be a hell of a lot better than mine. She's moved this unit up to try and target this lot. All of this unit down here is run just to basically try and swamp forward on some objectives and to try and provide a deep strike denial. The cannoness has kind of stayed where she is. She's got a 9-inch radius, and then this lady here is bumped out. I'm not quite sure, just stood in the middle. So we're going to go on to Bev's shooting. I'm guessing it's this unit. And are you shooting these?
Yeah.
Damn it. Right, so Bev's opening fire. Everybody here is within 12 inches. Sorry for the dodgy camera room, I'm just sitting down. And the flamer is going to go first. So D6 auto hits. For 1. Do you want to command point that, Bev? Reroll it.
Yeah.
Yeah, rightio. She's down to 3 command points. And she gets a 1 again. So that's 1 automatic hit. It's strength 4, so she's going to need freeze to wound. And it's wounded, and I'm going to need a 5 up save. No, so one of my guys goes down. Right, she's going to open fire now with the heavy bolter. Normally would need freeze, but she's moved, so she's going to need 4s. So 3 dice needing 4s. The 1 she can re-roll because she's within 9 inches of the cannoness. And she still missed. Oh, did you have a good... Right, it's 15 bolt shots. So let's get the dice together. 15 dice from the bolters coming in. Re-rolling any ones. Wow, that is actually a real... Ooh! That's some really good shots, that, Bev. That is all hit. 15 hits. She needs freeze to wound. Freeze to wound. This is gonna... Oh, man! That was really good, and then that was very bad.
Do I get to re-roll my ones again?
No, only on shooting. So how many wounds have you got there?
All those. I got me to count them as well.
Yeah, that'd be nice if you can. 6, 7, 8, 9. It's not enough to kill the unit, but it's still quite hefty. 9 saves, needing 5s. I'll be honest, that's 3 of them. So I lost another 6, so I've lost 7 out of that squad. So, Bev is, because these guys have effectively defied her orders, not died, she's going to look at charging. She actually measured it up. She's going to need a 6. I'm not overwatching. So she needs 2d6 added together, 6 plus. A 7, she's in. So the sisters are in. Bev is spending a command point for Tear Them Down, which is an Order of the Bloody Road stratagem. She's got 8 sisters. We've got a couple back here doing a little sneaky sneak to make sure you're within 9 inches of the cannoness. 1 is not in combat, and she's still within 3 inches of the objective. So those dice there are the first lot of attacks. So go ahead then, Bev. I think you need 4s, but you can re-roll your 1s. Freeze to wound, but tear them down. It's 4 to hit. Re-rolling any 1s, and you're moving those objectives.
Oops. There we go.
There you go. So pick them all your 4s up. Right, so quite a good chunk of hits there. She now needs freeze, and she has a -1 to the saving throw. So this could be dead squad. How many you got there, Bev? 3, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 saves, needing 6s. No, that's a dead squad, and she didn't even need to use the other ladies. Good round for Bev there, definitely, especially in the first turn, managing to wipe out a squad. That nets her a lovely 5 CP. Not 5 command points, so 5 victory points, but she's down to 2 command points at the beginning of the game, and I'm still on 4, which has wiped out my troops unit, so I can't resurrect or bring any models back, D6 models back in that squad. So it's the start of the next battle round 2. Bev, can you just roll one of your grey dice for me for your miracles? Oh, she got a 6. Right, turn 2. Okay, so I've not moved yet, but I'm looking. First turn at game, and I seem to be completely knackered. Bev wiping that squad out has really hindered my chances of trying to jump on these objectives. And the fact that we rolled randomly for the objectives means that I'm not really got a lot that I can concentrate on. I need to try and stop her from scoring too many objectives, so I'm probably going to have to throw units in here. So, movement phase. Okay, so the cult members have moved forward with the little guy, trying to take on these sisters. I've deep struck the Genestealers near to there, and I'm going to use a stratagem with them to try and get them closer, which is basically 3 command points, reducing me down to 2, and they get to move D6 inch closer. 3 inches. Right. So, for once, I actually have a shooting phase. So, I'm going to start with that lad there with his needle pistol. Let's see if he hits. He does. See if he wounds. I'll measure that in a minute. He does! And I've forgotten what else it does. Okay. So, I've rolled to hit, rolled to wound, and she needs a 3, and it bounces off the sister's power armor. Let's see what some shotguns and seismic cannons can do. Right, so I'm going to fire 2 flamers. And that's our flamers hit, Bev. 11 hits with 2 flamers. Right, so 11 auto hits with flamers, needing 3s. Couple of 1s. Quite a few wounds there. So we've got 7 wounds on the sisters. 7 saves, needing 3s. That doesn't look that cracking. I think 4 of them's gone down. Oh dear. Some powerful flamer hits there. Bev's taking some of the closest off. The seismic cannons are opening up now. Needing 5s. We only got 4, so I'll just take them 4. I have moved on again. I'll rectify it in a moment. These minimum board size just means that you've got no space to do anything. 4s needed, so 2 saves of 3 up now, Bev. Oh, another sister goes down. So Bev's on a bit of nightmare. I've actually done my bolt pistol as well, and she rolled another 1 for a saving throw. So she's down to 4 sisters in this squad. This is a bit of brutal. So the shotgun's opening fire. Needing 4s. Needing 4s again. So that is another 4 saves, but she's got 4 people left. 2 of them actually are in cover, 2 of them aren't. So she has to take 2 on the outside. So 1 goes down, take another 1 on the outside. Fine, and then the last 1 on the outside. That's fine as well. So I'm guessing that's that one.
Mm-hmm.
So she's got a flamer left. That's probably the best way of doing it. She's still got the 5 up in there. So we're going to have to go into the assault phase. Nothing much else I can do here. Right, assault phase it is. So Genestealer Cult, Genestealer's going in. 6 guys, 3 attacks apiece. Oh my god, that is terrible. Oh, that was a hit. Wow. These Genestealers are a little bit intimidated, I think, by this Canoness. I need somewhere else to roll the dice. I'm going to have to get a dice roller, I think. A little tray. Yeah. Right, now we need 3s to wound her. Doesn't matter about any 6s, because she's got a 4 pins 1 save. So that's quite a lot. So, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, Bev needs to get... So that's 8. You've got 5 wounds, so you need at least about 4. Now what she can do is use this 6 if she wanted to for 1 auto pass on one of the saves. So she'd only roll 7 saves, needing 3 of them to be about 4 up.
I can't just take that later on.
Well, it's up to you.
I can't roll me 8 and then pick that one.
No, you've got to decide now.
Come on then.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Right, so she's already got a 6, and then these are the rest of the saves. So she only took 3 wounds because they're 4 up.
Oh, sorry.
So she only took 3 wounds, so Canoness is still alive. So there's 3 left here. The Genestealer Cult are going first. And unfortunately those 3 are dead. I'm not surprised, to be honest with you. So I've occupied the building, but because of that it means that he can't do anything. So I can't get close to this objective. So I'm still only on 1 objective. And I didn't manage to kill the Canoness. I think in turn 2, I'm going to get murderized. Canoness is fighting back. She's got 4 attacks basic, plus 1 for a chainsword, plus 1 for being Order of the Bloody Rose. So, go ahead. She needs 2s to hit. She's hit every single one. So, damn it. She is on the strength 3, so she's going to need 5s to wound me. But she's wounded 2 of them. I need 5 up in vulnerable saves to save. No, she takes 2 Genestealers down. That's bad. That's really bad. Right, so even though it looks like I may have done great there, I haven't done anything. I think I managed to get me 3/4, which I'll total up the points worth of that in a moment. And I might have got a tally for killing a squad. But points-wise, Bev scoring at 8 to start with has really put her forward. She's going to score 5 at the beginning of her turn for being on there. I've got a funny feeling I'm going to lose squads. Right, into Bev's turn 2. So Bev's hunkered down. She's fallen back with the Canoness. This is the beginning of her turn 2. She's fallen back as well with the Imagifier, and the other squad of sisters have come up, staying in the ruins, so that if they do decide to overwatch, they can hit on 5s. These have moved forward to try and engage these in the ruins. I think they're going to have a good job at doing it, to be honest. We did forget about the sisters' abilities. So Bev has rolled, and she got 1 and 2. So, because we rolled 2 dice, it means you get to have them both rather than picking. So she has where if somebody dies on a 5 or 6, they can shoot or fight. And she's also got +1 to her advance and charge rolls. So it's not looking good for me. Right, so she's going to start with a melter weapons here. We've got a melter gun needing a 3. Yep. And it's a hit. Needs a 2 to kill one of those Genestealers. She's got it. Rolling, save on a 5 up. No, one of the Genestealers at the back has perished. And then she's got a multi-melter. This is 2 shots now, needing 4s. Because it's heavy. 2 hits, again, needing 2s. She's moving objectives again. 1 dies. So I'm down to, how many left there? 2. And then we've got a fusion, well, we've got a plasma gun to fire. I'm guessing you're not overcharging that, are you?
No.
So, fire that, rapid fire range. Needing 3s, re-rolling the 1s because you're within 9 inches of your Canoness. 2 hits, again needing 3s this time because it's strength 7, she's not overcharging. 1 through. Ah, save, 5 up invulnerable. So he managed to dodge that. Then we've got a hell of a lot of bolters coming in. 14 bolter shots coming in now, needing 3s to hit. Re-rolling the 1s. For Canoness, only a couple of misses, that's pretty good. But she has done this before. Right, you need 4s to wound then. Ooh, that's looking good. How many have you got there? 3, 6, 7. On 2 Genestealers needing 5s up, I'm not looking forward to these odds. No, the Genestealers go down. I am losing bodies left, right and centre here, folks. Right, quick recap, because these lot have opened fire into these in the building. Lost another 4 guys down there. It's not looking good, and Bev is now looking at possibly charging the large sister squad into these. Now, she will get 2 attacks apiece, and she'd get a lot, well, yeah. So, well, basically we've measured it already. She would need a 5, it's 6, but she's getting a +1. No, that's a failed charge. She could use a reroll,
yeah,
which rerolls all the dice. You're going to risk it?
Yeah.
10. That is bad for me. Right, Bev got the 10. She's in. Before she starts rolling, though, we'll have a look at what command points she might be able to get. But she's managed to get every single one of them into combat. So she's also using tearing them down again. The Canoness is within 9, 22 dice, needing 4s and re-rolling 1s. Converts one of them into a hit.
Needing 4, you said.
Yep. 14 hits, needing 3s to wound. Oh, that's bad. That's very, very bad. 13 saves of 6 needed. I'll be honest, I think this is game. Oh, I got a couple, but not enough. So they've all gone. So only thing I've got left now to verse 3 full sister squads. I've only killed 10 people and she's managed to wipe me out. I've not done very well here. Yeah, he's dead. I've not done very well at all. So at the end of turn 2, I'll be honest with you, Bev wins. And she's probably going to say, yay, or something. Yeah. Even with all the terrible dice rolls, the sisters actually can be quite painful. And I don't think the deployment helped. I should have really put more units in reserve, but this is one of my first games back since October 2020. So I just wanted to see how it worked. But thanks very much for watching, guys. 500-point games are not something I normally do, so it was quite different. I might try and get some more games, like some smaller games in, if I possibly can. Maybe even try and get like an extra board onto there or something, just to try and extend the table a little if we were playing different types of games. I think more manoeuvrability would probably work well with this. But yeah, thanks very much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button if you do want to see more. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be able to get some more battle reports out. I am working on solo play. That sounds a bit weird, but I am. But yeah, I mean, also my website will be online soon. I'd say things like that when it takes me 2 months, but it will be online soon. So hopefully the link down below will then work. Yay! But thanks very much for watching. We'll see you next time.